Hello everyone, welcome to your March 2021 tarot card reading. Thanks so much for being here. March is going to feel a lot lighter than February, that's for sure. February was a heavy month. A lot of transformations were happening underneath the surface, and March is just going to feel more like a collective sense of relief and a collective exhale. So lots of things to look forward to. We have a Pisces New Moon around the middle of the month. We are moving into Aries season, which is always wonderful and exciting. It's full of fresh beginnings. And that's happening on the 20th. And then we're ending everything off with a Libra full moon. So much gentle energy and just a lot of energy around new beginnings and finally seeing all of our hard work manifest in the real world. So it's going to be great. Let's get started and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much. Hello Capricorn, welcome to your March tarot card reading. I just knew that you were going to get a whole lot of Wands energy. When I was shuffling the cards, I just kept getting a sense of a lot of that fiery passion and almost that restlessness that comes along with Aries season, and really that a lot of fire signs possess. So you could even have a significant fire sign in your life. Specifically in Aries, I kept hearing and thinking of Aries. Or it could just be that Aries season in particular is going to be extremely significant for you, which I do sense. So you got the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, Temperance in reverse, the Four of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and then the Six of Wands. So I think in March, of course we're now towards the end of March, but just Aries season in general, I think there are going to be a lot of things coming your way that take you by surprise, but that kind of were always in the cards for you. I think the things that are coming into your life are manifesting because you've been almost just in your zone and really focused on yourself and your work, which is common for a Capricorn, but it's been in a really productive, positive way. And so I think with the Wheel of Fortune that the universe is kind of throwing this into your life, and I think it's going to be really great. So let's start with the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So you can see that these cards here, they're kind of facing each other, right? It's almost like they're meeting each other in the middle. But the thing that I really noticed about this was this Page of Wands is, like, to me, this is you, Capricorn. You're embodying the Page of Wands, which is like really inspired and laser focused energy on your work and what you're doing and your passions and your ambitions. And this person is almost pulled out of that by this Knight of Wands. And they're kind of like, whoa, like they kind of stop for a minute and they're like, oh, I see you there. What are you doing there? And I think this, be it a business partnership, a work opportunity, a romantic partner, a friendship, it's gonna be someone extremely fiery and passionate. Think Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. And they're kind of meeting you not only in the middle, but they're bringing with them the same energy that you possess, which is really great. And I do think it's going to take you by surprise. I think you're going to see this either offer a person and be a bit surprised that it's there. Because I don't think you've been focusing on that at all. But this Knight of Wands feels really great. They really feel like, because sometimes the Knight of Wands can be a bit like love them and leave them type if it's romantic. But I feel like this person is just going to be on the same page as you, and they're going to be inspiring you. Like, you're really going to look up to them. And you're going to like what you see, and that's also going to surprise you, because I don't think Capricorn is expecting to be kind of thrown this out of left field, it feels like. They're like, Capricorn's kind of like, well, that's not even what I'm working on. That's not even what I've been focusing on. Like, why is this showing up now? And it's because of that. It's because you haven't been focused on it. And you haven't really been asking for it, maybe. And that's why this is kind of coming into your life. When Mars and Saturn connect, they're forming a really harmonious connection in the month of March. And your ruling planet being Saturn, of course, this is going to be great for you, because not only is it going to bring you good fortune with finances and work, but also your partnerships. And a big focus for Capricorn is their elements of their personal life are going to meet with their work life this month. So it could even be that this is someone you work with and they're impacting you in a really personal way. Maybe you're interested in someone at work. Maybe you're pairing up with someone who you really look up to, who you've always wanted to work with, and you're having the opportunity now to work on a project with them. It can be a whole bunch of things, so it's going to depend on your situation, but regardless, this is someone who is a go-getter. They're quick, they're witty, they're intelligent, and it's a really great partnership here. Like, the energies are very complementary. And I do think this was destined with the Wheel of Fortune, because you also have the Four of Swords here, and that just tells me that you've really been balanced, and you've kind of been embodying this peace, and you feel really stable, Capricorn. And I think you've kind of just worked hard, and as I was saying earlier, you've remained focused and kind of eyes on the prize. And you've been very careful, I think, of who you let into your space and where you invest your energy. And so I think that's why this Wheel of Fortune and this Knight of Wands is coming into your life. Because I do think the Wheel of Fortune is tied to the Knight of Wands. I think the wheel is turning, and the universe sees how hard you've been working and maybe how much you need this passion and this fiery energy, and they're providing that. It's fate, it's destiny. Like, this was always supposed to happen. If it's an opportunity, this opportunity was always supposed to come knocking at your door. If it's a person, they were always meant to come into your life, because they're probably really going to motivate you and have you tapping into more of your creativity and your imagination. It just feels very fated. So what I want to tell you, Capricorn, with Temperance in reverse, is that there is a potential danger here to maybe not see the bigger picture, or to get distracted by small insignificant details, and you could potentially allow that to distract you, or convince yourself to not jump on this here and to seize this moment here and connect or take the opportunity. And it could even be that because you felt so balanced and stable, and because you've worked so hard to achieve that stability, especially stability of the mind here with the Four of Swords, I'm sensing a bit of fear that Capricorn's like, well, I don't want to lose that. What if this energy is too unstable? Or what if it leaves? Or what if it's not real? What if I accept it and then I lose my own stability, or all of the hard work that I put into feeling balanced and calm and finally at a good stable place? What if that goes out the window? I sense that Capricorn is a bit fearful of feeling out of balance, and so maybe perhaps that's why you're picking things apart and maybe being a bit more critical than normal, and maybe convincing yourself that something isn't the right choice or the right move. But it's being brought into your life, and if it's inspiring you, that's already such a good sign. If you're feeling more creative and closer to your heart space, and if it's doing those things and bringing those things out of you, which are all positive and great, then that's already a sign from the universe that it's probably the right move. And the universe is presenting this to you, this offer, this person, so that you can learn something new. And they're probably going to provide you with new skill sets and tools that you don't have yet, or that maybe you don't feel as confident in. And I want to tell you that it's going to work out just fine. Not only do you have the Wheel of Fortune, but you have the Six of Wands. And this is, of course, a card of victory. And yes, it's a card of there's still more work to be done, because there's always something to learn. The work is never just done. But that's almost comforting, because I think you're going to be able to do that alongside a really great friend or partner or colleague. And I think it's going to succeed. And I think you're going to succeed. Aries season is going to be so good for you. Like, I just think that you're going to be not only feeling really stable, but it's a really nice balance between stability and passion, which is awesome for Capricorn. So your oracle cards were Inner Earth, you'll survive this, New Solutions and Beginnings. Yep, that's that Wheel of Fortune. This is a whole new beginning, but it's also a new solution, which is an interesting way of looking at it. And I am the dreamer of my dream. So again, I think this is going to be tied to your ambition somehow, or your maybe a work dream or a personal dream that you have, or a personal goal. And I think you're going to be very surprised at how well it works and how well it fits into your life. I do. All right, so let's clarify some of these. Let's clarify this Knight of Wands, because I do think you are the Page of Wands energy. Who or what is this Knight of Wands here? The Magician. So interesting. Yeah, this is totally someone who is like a master manifester. They could be older, but I think they're just really good at what they do. And I think they're extremely mature. Despite it being a Knight of Wands energy, I think they could have more of an old soul. But they know, and they're really good at chasing after what they want and making that happen. And I think you being a Capricorn, you're going to look at that and see that and be like, whoa. Like, I think you're going to be really impressed by that. And that's what I mean. It's like this Page of Wands is looking up at this Knight of Wands, and I don't see that there's like a hierarchy or an imbalance there. I just honestly, genuinely see it as you truly are inspired by this person and the things that they are able to do and the passions that they inspire in you. All right, let's clarify the temperance in reverse. The World in reverse. Yeah, I think, let's pull one more. I think you're a bit, Four of Wands. I think Capricorn is a bit nervous that it's like you think your world is going to be flipped upside down and it's going to be a mess and it's going to be chaotic and you're not going to know, like, it's just too much. Like, you feel like you're in such a good place. Like, why would I risk ruining that? But you're not going to ruin it. You're going to end up in an even better place. And the Four of Wands is telling me, more wand energy, by the way. It's saying you are so stable. You're more stable than you think. And this opportunity or this person is going to just continue to add to that stability. You're almost seeing it in a negative light in a way, because you're not looking at it as, oh, I can be, like, all of these things can be brought into my life if I accept this. You're seeing it as, I'm going to lose my stability if I accept this, which just isn't, I don't think that's true. This connection is going to be really, I feel it could really be a connection with a person. And I think it's going to be really strong and it's going to have longevity. And it's going to be something that, with the Wheel of Fortune, just shifts your life in a great positive way, remember? With the Victory card here. And if you can just see it as what it is, which is growth and opportunity, then you'll continue to be rewarded. It feels so good. Like, I wish I could express or show you what I'm feeling, and it's just so much optimism, because it feels like a win, Capricorn. It really does. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Have an amazing rest of March, and I'll see you next month. Take care.